main-main ka kami dito. Welcome, everyone. Again, back to the Vertical Weekly EMA, the place where we take you guys through the latest updates to what is happening behind the scene, and also the place where you can ask questions directly to the team. And guys, today we have a day that we have been building towards. We have a day that we have been waiting on, a day that we have been preparing for weeks at a time. And today is finally the day, because today, guys, we are going to be launching Vertical Motion, the first product in the expansion of our ecosystem, and one of the best products that will be in the market for video generation. Guys, today is an amazing day. You've been waiting for this. So many people have signed up for it. It has been crazy. And to support the launch, we are doing an EMA specially dedicated here with all three chiefs of Vertical present. Obviously, I'm talking about our amazing CTO that has been grinding away for weeks to make this happen for you guys, and also our COO that has made sure that all the operations have been fully aligned to make sure this is going to be a banger. Guys, before we get started, let's check in with the other chiefs here. Frizo, Mac, how are you doing? How are you feeling today?
Mark, thank you for the big intro. I'm looking at Mac here. I think there's some genuine excitement, but also some nerves because indeed we've been testing out the product so much right now, and finally we get to really show it in action and put it live in production where we want it to be. So I'm doing great, but yeah, I'm especially excited. Mac, what
It
about
was
you?
it was a stressful week for us guys. We've been working very hard through the nights as well, but finally it's here. Vertical Motion, the product that all you've been waiting for. So I'm very excited. It looks very cool. It's a very nice product to work with. So yeah, guys, super excited.
Nice, nice. So, guys, before we jump into Vertical Motion and all the details around it, you guys just said, past few weeks have been stressful. Take us a little bit through everything that we have been preparing for our audience around motion. Like, what can they expect? What is coming? What have we set up? Who is getting what? And what are the stats at the moment?
So Well, I think it's good to start really with the foundation of why we did vertical motion, and I think it was really back in November when AI video models started to get better, and we really realized is we try to make an AI video, and a short scene could come out fairly good, but then when you try to create a second scene or a third scene, and back then AI video models could only do 8-second clips, so you wanted to do a 30-second clip, all of a sudden, that the whole environment of the scene would change or the characters would change. There was actually no way to make a consistent product video, which we really tried to do. And that's when I think Mac and I, we were here in the office till late. We said to each other, why don't we try building on top of the stream, on top of the agentic stream where we could already generate videos? Why don't we start building a workflow that takes away this technical complexity, of AI video models, and that can actually create longer and better videos. And I think time has been our friend, because over time, while we've been building, the videos models have become even better, but also more technically complex, right? So they can now generate up to 15-second scenes. They have multi-shot settings. But if you are a random user and you just want to try and create a longer video, or you're a company trying to make a product video and you're not super well versed in AI, the technicalities still are really hard, right? Like, I've been really testing out all the other products in the market, connecting the dots of one scene to connect the last frame of scene one to the first frame of scene two. And then before you know it, you're in this spider web of scene connections. And we really thought, this is something that we want to do better and that we think we can do better. So, and that's where Max started developing, planning, I think iterating, sharing it with the team internally, and getting it to a stage where we are now, which is much more than I just described, but also even cooler. And I promise for everyone out there, there's not a single product in the market right now that can do what vertical motion can do, and we're super excited to show it.
True. Yeah, definitely, guys. I've been building this a long time now, only 2 months, I think. And what you see is that these API connections, that are basically these APIs, are pretty technical. And the beauty about vertical motion and the director agent is that it understands these technical aspects of the API, and it can work with the API very easily. So you basically only need to be very creative and not think about all the technical stuff.
Yeah.
That is what the director does for you. And not only that, Motion also has the whole workflow in the product. We also have a fully built studio where you can edit your videos very quickly. So from the director, you can export it to the studio, you can edit the video, and then you have your video ready. So yeah, it's a complete product, let's say. And yeah, very excited to show you guys that right now.
Yeah, I think maybe one good analogy, right, that Mark, I think we came up with a while ago, and also it's one of our, North Star guidelines of how we wanted to build out this product is that, AI models are currently the most powerful cameras that are ever built, correct? Like AI
Yes.
can create amazing quality videos. But the problem is, like I said, not everybody is a cinematographer, and also like not everybody knows how to use these cameras, correct? And we use the analogy of Cursor, right? Where I'm not sure if everybody knows Cursor, but it's an AI code editor, and it's been really remarkable in the space. And Cursor didn't really invent a new programming language, right? They changed the workflow, and instead of the developer having to type every line themselves, the developer can now describe what he wants, and the AI agent within Cursor understands the code base, the tools, and in the end implements the code, right? And we did the same thing for video, basically. So Vertical Motion has two core AI agents that power the platform. So one is the motion director, and I guess this is the big one. It's basically an autonomous AI film director, right? Running on Cloud Opus. It has 7 specialized knowledge modules covering cinematography, shot composition, pacing. It knows what sort of AI models actually are good at and bad at, right? So, we don't build the models, right? We build the workflow, but we also know what the fallbacks and setbacks of AI models are right now. It's still pretty shit at text generation. It still does pixel prediction, correct? So it's bad at text generation. It's bad at really high-paced sports action kind of stuff. But there's a way to prompt the AI in a way that you, basically get it to a much better output. Even if you want to have a high sports action scene, you can still prompt it to use certain camera techniques or certain reference images in order to get where you want to be. And I think, that's really what the motion director does. It knows the AI models better than anyone else. You can just describe your video idea, like I want a dark fantasy short film about, a warrior finding a portal. And then, the director basically plans your entire production. So the story arc, the character elements, the environment references, and without you having to connect all the dots, the motion director does this within seconds. So
Yeah.
Also, multi-shot
So
features.
so let's just show them, right? I mean, we can tell them, but we can show them too.
let's dive in. I wanted to do this brief intro, so that they understand the workflow will speak for itself, but it will be fast. And at least that we put a lot of effort and work into designing this workflow the way that it is, training these agents perfectly, so you get the best desirable output. So Mark, I've already shared my screen. If you
I
want,
will add it to the screen, and then I think we do like this. Oh, wait. What was it again? Oh, wait. Here we do like this. Let's.
boom. So this is, I think, the screen that you have been familiar with if you've already visited our Motion landing page. This is where people can log in. Up to now, we've had it open for the first 500 creators to start testing the product, and we will put it live for them after this AMA. In the next week, you can still basically sign up here, so you can enter your email to join the waiting list, and we will open it up after this week again. Let me just open our environment. So basically, I've already gone through the onboarding, but what we see right here is just our home screen. The whole app is project based. So what we first want to do is create a project. And if we create a project, we would like to give it a name. And for today's demo, I'm going to show a product launch video or a product launch video for sunglasses. And I'm just starting completely new with this. So I'll give the product a description first, so the video, and I am creating a product video for Ray-Ban sunglasses. Here I can choose between the video quality standard and pro. Right now I'm choosing standard because I really think that works amazing, and it also saves in credit and in time. So for the demo purposes, I think this is best. But if you want higher quality, you can use pro. It will cost a little bit more in terms of credits. And basically, here we are, right? So this is where we have this familiar view, where on the left you already see that our director agent is starting to come up with a planning cycle to create this video. But I'm also going to talk you through a little bit of the UI steps here in the top. So basically, there's a director, that's who we're talking to right now. There is a workshop that I will show you a little bit later. Then there's a studio where you can edit the video after you have, or add assets or change things in the video after you've generated it. And the assets is basically your asset library, right? So already it's picked up from my description. I just gave a couple of hints of where we want to go with this product video. I've already written a prompt for this because I just don't want to fully type it out, but I'll talk you through it. So basically, what I want to do is I want to create a pretty simple product video that is opening with a scene whereby there's a close-up of a model that picks up the glasses, and she walks by the pool through like a sunflower field. And then I want to end it with a hero shot with the fine details of the product itself. Like I can start here. I know it will prompt me a couple other things, but I think this is a pretty simple prompt just to give to the agent. So right now I've got it on auto mode, but the agent also has 3 other modes. It's basically got a planning mode that I should have used, and it's also got an asking mode. So in each of these modes, the agent will do basically different things, right? So with planning mode, you can create a plan first before you generate this. Already the agent has gone and really created the complete body of the video that I'm going to generate, right? So I have just asked it a very simple make a Materium style product video opening with a scene, and it's picked up that it wants to have the Ray-Ban sunglasses that I have set here. There is also a she walks by the pool, so it recognizes it needs a woman as a model because I use she here. And then also it's created these environments. So let's do one step back, right? The video models of today's world, they require references images, right? And those reference images come in 2 types of styles. You have elements, which could be a character or a prop or, a product in this case. And then also we have the environments. Those are basically the locations of the video, right? And if you want to create a good video, all the scenes, they should have at least, references to an element or a environment, or it could also be connected to up to 4 elements and environments together, right? So I can create 3 models and 3 characters and 1 location, and the video will consist then of these 3 models walking or doing whatever in this location. So I actually had some more details that I wanted to give to the agent because I didn't put it in planning mode. So here we see auto build, plan and ask mode. And, right now it's gone a little bit too fast, but it doesn't really matter. So let's see what he's done, right? So intent, a luxurious 60-second Mediterranean-inspired product launch video, visual style, Mediterranean luxurious aesthetic. So already we see here this visual style that's being kept stable across this video. It's created scenes. So I can actually check within the scene what it has done. Also the prompt, it's already written for me. But let me actually give a little bit more information about what I really want to do. I want a stylish 40-year-old woman like Julia Roberts because I like her. I want the Ray-Ban sunglasses as an element. So it's already done that, but it's nice that, I had written that for a prompt, but it's nice that it picked it up. I've chosen a couple of environments. It's already created 2, which is great. And I've just given it a little bit more directions on the scenes. So I'll put this in, and you'll see actually that it will change either the structure, or the prompts inside these structures. So it will start to think a little bit, and then give me a response, and probably already change things around here in the workflow. So getting to this stage for, I think, most models would already be an issue.
Live demos always.
Live demos, not sure why it always goes wrong.
What did you ask?
Let me actually, because I put in half of the prompt, which is a bit annoying. But let's just continue, right? Let's go into planning mode for a second.
Mac, wherever you want, right? You can maybe you could tell the audience also a little bit, the approach, our own methods, techniques, technologies that we implement.
Well, it doesn't really matter, right? I've already asked it to delete the whole video and to start over. So what we can do is just basically go back, start a new project, do the product video for sunglasses and product video for Ray-Ban sunglasses, and let me now put in my full prompt so that I can just basically do it all at once. Oh, is it the same?
I think you have the same title.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are 2 ways to approach this, guys. You can do it very detailed, but you can also basically put in one prompt and build it in one go. So you say, okay, I want to make a plan and I want to build it immediately, and it will go to work for you.
Yeah, so let's do it in planning mode this time. So it can actually create this plan for us, so that we can also see how that works. Not sure why the switching didn't work right there, but it doesn't really matter. I think we're still getting to our initiated goal. So here again, it will start planning, setting a visual style, creating the elements library, and it gives you a plan summary that you can go through before you start to build. Now it asks me to be ready, and it says, yes, let's go. Of course, I need to make sure that we're now in auto mode, because we're done planning. Like if you want to have a more meticulous plan, you can obviously do that. But let's see this awesomeness come into action again, now with a bit more detail. You see it's already created references that are a little bit different. You see it's also creating more environments, which is what I wanted, because these scenes, I want them to switch as I had instructed it in the prompt. And then, I can do 2 things. So in this specific case, I'm actually going to upload a pair of sunglasses that I want to keep consistent throughout the video. But I can also just generate it, and it will generate the sunglasses for me. A good hack here is that if I've uploaded the main image, I can upload angle references by just generating left, generating right. And it will actually take this as a reference image and generate left and right angles. For the stylish woman, let's just generate something that the AI comes up with. And for the environments, let's do the same. So they will all be connected through the same styling prompt, which I think is really nice. As you can see, I can do a lot of concurrent jobs at the same time.
5 actually per user. So that's nice. So you can go through this very quickly, the generations.
Exactly. So it doesn't have to take time. So generated the sunglasses. As you can see, it's used the exact same sunglasses and create a left angle. If you want, you can also, again, upload it here and create another angle. So, for example, I'll upload this one and I'll generate, well, you only need 3 references, right? So I guess this is all right, but let me actually upload one more. Boom, generated. So now the stylish woman has already been generated. She indeed looks like Julia Roberts. And let me create all the other angle references here as well. I can just click generate all and it will do it all. And here we see actually how this video and where this will play out. So it's already created a very nice and lush environment, a beautiful...
You can see the preview also right now. That's nice.
Exactly. And let me actually show you something that I think is good to understand, right? So if I want to change things in that video that I don't like, I do not myself have to go in, and draw these lines and do things. If I just want to remove the fourth environment, for example, let's say I want to delete this environment image, I can just ask the director agent and it will remove that reference and remove it from the scene, right? So I can just make edits here, although I've already uploaded it here. Now it's gone, right? So I'm not anymore, doing things myself. I'm talking to the agent and letting him do it. Now I want to see how this video will pan out. So let me actually take a preview here and go into preview mode. So in scene 1, the woman will pick up the Ray-Ban sunglasses. There's going to be an extreme close-up of this Ray-Ban, and this stylish woman will delicately pick up the sunglasses. And I can slowly go through each scene for me to really get a vibe before I'm spending money, right? So this is absolutely free, this preview tool, but it already gives you a bit of a vibe. Like, is this exactly what I want? Or, for example, do I not like the way this golden sunflower field is done, and I want to change something about it, right? So I could just update the prompt here, click regenerate, and it will give me a nice new image. So here it asks me for a sunflower field at golden hour with a nice walking path in the middle. Let's say I want to do this. So I can just click regenerate. Obviously, it will use this prompt, right? So within the scenes, there's also a couple of tools that are interesting to understand. So again, I can just talk to the director agent and do all these things, but there is some manual input here that you could do if you'd like. I like to talk to the director, but if you want more manual control, you can. First of all, here I can change the length of the scene. Here I can also change whether I'm in multi-shot mode or in one single 15-second shot. The director will pick the right scene settings for you. But like I said, you can do this yourself as well. Something interesting here, what you see is this scene 1 to scene 2 is being continued, whereas scene 2 to 3 is actually seen. And what that means is that it will use a continuation flow, whereby the last frame of the first scene will be added to the second scene. This is normally so much manual work, but the agent already picks up that, that would be really nice for this video, and it automatically, connects these together. So let me actually just generate this video, right? I do not want audio in this case, so I'll just generate this first shot to see how it comes out. And again, I can generate all these videos concurrently at the same time, but I recognized I've just removed the environment of scene 4. So it will like an environment, otherwise it will come up with stuff. So, can we create a new environment for scene 4 with a nice small cloth where the glasses will lay on to showcase the hero. So again, the agent will do the work for me. I can actually switch models here, so I can also make the agent smarter. So I think maybe that's also, it was just a dumb agent in the last demo. No, I can make him swift or genius. I can also increase the amount of scenes here that it can use, so up to 12 scenes. And I can here change also the scene type it will use. But here it's made a new environment. It's already connected it.
Also, the duration is good to mention. Every scene can go up to 15 seconds, but every second costs more credits. But you can set it however you like. So you can always change it to less seconds, from 3 to 15 seconds per scene, it means.
Right.
Just good to mention.
So again, right, new environment here for the hero section. I will actually use it here. I do recognize, well, it doesn't really matter. I will generate this video, and so these 3 videos are now generating at the same time. I can, in this box, see here, how many jobs I'm running at the moment. And I think another good thing to mention is that obviously as scene 2 will be using scene 1, we have to wait until scene 1 finishes in order to start the generation of scene 2.
So how that works is basically we extract the last frame of scene 1 here, and we use that last frame for the first frame of scene 2. So that way we have a continuous flow. So now we have like 50 seconds per scene. which is basically a continuous scene will be of 30 seconds. So that's very nice of this continuation feature, actually.
Yeah. So also this information here continues from the previous scenes. Last frame will explain that. And again, like I would highly recommend anyone that's generating videos. The AI will never understand your creative vision exactly, right? So if you do want to take a little bit more time, you can read all these video prompts. You can check whether it's what you actually meant, and wanted. And if you want to change it, you can talk to your agent to talk about it and let him actually handle all the technical stuff.
Also, the multi-shot. Did you mention the multi-shot, actually, the feature?
Yeah, so the multi-shot is, so I don't want to change it now in the middle of the flow, but I think while we're loading, maybe we do the workshop. You wanna talk through the workshop?
Yeah, so basically the workshop is the place where you can generate whatever. So you can create images, you can create videos. We have multiple models in the workshop which you can use to generate this content. Also audio, we have like 3 models that generate audio, Minimax and Beethoven, for example.
And 11 Labs.
And 11 Labs as well. And this will be a workspace we will fill with the latest models, basically. And you can use this workspace to quickly generate an image or to quickly generate a video or edit a video. That's what the workspace or workshop is. And a very nice feature of the workshop is the workshop agent, which you see on the left here of the screen. And this is an agent which has all the knowledge of all the models on our platform. So if you ask it to generate an image of a dog, it will search the models in the platform and recommend which model is best for that.
Yeah, or if I wanted to create a song right now, for the video that we're generating, I can just ask it, hey, I'm creating a product video for Ray-Ban in a Mediterranean setting. Can you come up with a good background tune for this video, right? So this is actually something I really, really love. It will browse all the 50 available models, and it will actually look at the music models in this case, as I prompted it for music. And it recommends here to use Minimax V2, but it doesn't stop there, right? Because Minimax V2 is quite complex to
With the
operate,
API,
right?
yeah.
So, okay, let's use Minimax V2. Again, this is agent driven, and it will now completely create the settings, review the model, and create the settings that are perfect to generate exactly the song that I require. And again, putting more effort into the prompt will give you better output, as always. But here we go, right? It's created a prompt here in the bottom in my prompt box. It is already selected here Minimax V2. It's generated basically exactly the lyrics I could change here. So for example,
you can also ask the agent to generate the lyrics, I think.
Yeah, can you generate some lyrics for the song?
So it's set the settings, which is very nice, actually.
Maybe let it sing vertical motion.
We have around, I think, like 30 models with all kinds of different use cases, editing images, motion control with video, subtitles, upscaling.
It's all there. And look at this, right? So
nice.
It's created the lyrics, vertical motion, upward flow, rays of light for the Ray-Ban video. It's generated the prompt. Let me just click create here, right? And see what it does. In the meantime, I would expect that maybe in the director, some of these videos have already finished. It's still working, but I'm doing 4 AI jobs at the same time right now. Shall we then just show another video and go to studio, or you want to go through the assets? Or you want to try another go on maybe editing an image?
Yeah, let's generate an image and then let's generate a dog or something and then edit it to a different color.
Created a female character for my video.
Oh, that's also possible.
But I want to edit it and make it a man. So right now it's going to go into its library. I can help you with that. To edit your character image, I need a bit more info. Do you have the image file ready? Yes. Keep the style consistent. So now it's going to browse all the available models here. It sees 49 models available, and perfect, here are the 3 best image editing models for this job. So it's recommending me to use Flux 2 Pro.
The
Um,
song is already generated.
Song is already generated. Okay, let's do it. I'll say let's do it. And by the way, these agents are free to use. So you will not spend any credits for now. If you go on right now, you will not spend any credits in operating any of these agents. And again, here's my prompt, transform the character in image one. The only thing I will have to do is add image one to this section. So let me download the image. It will download it here. I can add it in here and I can make that creation, right? So I'm not prompting anymore. I'm talking to an agent that takes all the technical complexity away from me. So here's the music.
Vertical motion, upward flow, rays of light begin to glow.
So that music is gonna work pretty well in the
That's
video.
very
I think
nice,
that
yeah.
looks nice. Let's see if this director agent is, and why it's being a little bit slow. Oh, there we go. Scene video one is done.
Yeah, it varies. Sometimes it takes like 5 minutes. Sometimes it takes 10 minutes. Sometimes it takes 2 minutes. It depends also on how much traffic we have around.
So as you see here, it has a shot one, and again, we didn't spend a lot of time checking what it actually made out of it. And sometimes it comes out great, sometimes we have to redo it. But in this case, is an extreme close up. At the table next door, generated director scene video. So there's another video here.
Generate the continuation immediate, and we can export.
Oh yeah.
In the meantime, we could.
So it's already generating all these videos that it will be able to export later to the studio. I might just go into a video that I did before, just right before this started. Again, it's a similar workflow. I can show you, I've given it probably 1, 2 prompts. So we can go into the studio and see how that works. So here, what we see actually is something that is pretty similar to a video editor. On the left side, we have some options still, so I can basically pull in any asset from my asset library. So if I want to sort of add a video that we generated just now, I can just drag it into the workflow here. I can use the workshop, so it can actually generate more assets for me if I need extra clips. I can add text and objects and change the settings of the video to, for example, the frame rate, or I can here change the settings to a YouTube short or an Instagram share. And yeah, what it does, it lets me also add, for example, an audio track. So if I hear an assets, want to use this audio track, not this guy, want to use this audio track in,
click on it as well.
I can just click on it. Okay, now it's giving me twice. Sorry, I double clicked. So the audio track will just be added, and I can very easily export the whole file here. But what you see here is 4 scenes, like similar to the product video we were just creating, that I just generated as a commercial for vertical motion. Again, it took me 2 prompts.
Have you seen these crazy AI
Wait, let me then now take the music out again. This video actually has conversation mode on.
That's a good one, this one.
Have you seen these crazy AI videos on X?
Yeah, and the Super Bowl ad with the Ice Bears?
That stuff is going crazy right now instead nowadays! Go fix us an amazing AI product video for our launch in 3 days.
Fuck yeah! Woo! All right, this is gonna be easy. No reference added. What does that even mean? First frame not existing in scene 3. Come on.
So as you can see, it can automatically, magnet these clips together. And if I want to then export it and, for example, get it into ProRes or in MP4 or in maximum quality or lower or higher quality, or lower quality, I can just export the video and it will be exporting it as an MP4.
Exactly. It also has some editing capabilities, cutting the video, some transitions you can add, like an intro, outro.
I can
transition.
split it, I can change the
Cut
clip,
it.
so I can remove this altogether and then just make it run like this, or I can go back and cut the audio file. I can switch them around very easily.
It's production standard, guys. It's similar to iMovie. So yeah, you can do everything in here to edit your videos. And actually, we also will have an captions feature later on as well,
Yeah.
or like subtitles, etc.
Bro, I got it. Used vertical motion yesterday, and
Now I'm adding clips to this. So let's go back to the product launch video.
I think this is the other one. in the wrong
Oh yeah, I'm
project.
the wrong. Oh, that's why it went wrong actually. Motion commercial. Which one is it? Yeah.
I think this one, but you clicked.
Yeah, as I
15
see
seconds.
one error that I made myself just right now for this demo, we see I've connected this model only to scene 1, and then I did not connect it, so I didn't ask it to connect
Yeah,
it to
you should
scene
be
3 and
able to.
4. So if I want to keep this model consistent throughout, I should have added it here. But yeah, in this demo, obviously we forget things, so which isn't great. But it's also a good way to show, that it's very easy to regenerate stuff. Can you add the model reference to all scenes where she should be active?
Yeah, then you can edit it again and regenerate if you want to. But yeah, there was a costly fault here.
Yeah. But again, this motion director can change all these things. Like, and right now, I think we just went into a bit of a stupid demo flow. But yeah, and this will also take a bit of time.
Also, you mentioned that we also have now Freeso's working in standard mode, which is cheap, and we recommend standard for quickly testing around. But we also have Pro mode, and that has way better quality regarding video generation. It's also a bit more expensive, but we have these two modes which you can choose from.
Can you show me where to change it?
Yeah. So here above at the floating bar next to the credits, you see it there.
Oh yeah, standard.
Yeah, and actually, when you create a project, you can already choose as well, and you can change it here if you like. But yeah, we recommend standard for beginners, and whenever you want to create a
Pro.
real nice video, Pro is recommended because it has way higher quality, I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, this is actually the cockpit, the video creation cockpit. You have very quick access to the director, the workshop, the studio. You can switch very quickly in between to make this creative process very easy. And yeah, we think this is a product that
would really work.
Yeah, that you can't find anywhere else at this moment. And we will also build different kind of agents in the future, which will be connected to different kind of video models. For example, a very popular model at the market right now is the Seedream 2.0. That's a model that's still not out in Europe, but whenever it is, we will implement that right away. So all the new models and the quality of the models will get better over the year. We will add them in our director agent. So yeah.
So let's have a look, right? Because it doesn't really matter that we didn't connect the model. What matters right now is that we connected the sunglasses, and then we just let it actually generate a model itself, and we connected this environment. And you see this output is really putting in the prop on this model and letting her walk basically through that environment, multi-shot, changing the camera angles, and you saw how easy it was, right? Obviously, if I would have spent more time in drafting these prompts and checking the project, then the output would have been perfect. But right now you see actually the glasses come in really nice with the Ray-Ban logo in the left. Even these small little details are visible here. It creates these superb hero shots, and it doesn't really matter. Scene 1 got a bit messed up. That happens sometimes. So
There he goes. The last one is saving. And we already let's quickly show the export Freeso and then because we only have 15 minutes and Mark has a lot to say as well.
Okay.
But let's go to export now because we have all the videos and you can basically export it to Studio, of course. So right now, all the scenes will be put after each other in the studio, and you can immediately play.
Well, let's add the song then as well, right?
Yeah, let's add the song we've created as well.
Okay, just a single click, I can just shorten it by doing this. I know the first scene is going to be a bit messed up, so
Vertical motion, upward flow. Rays of light begin to glow. Sunglasses gleaming, style in sight. Vertical motion, pure delight. Vertical motion, reach the sky. With every glance we touch the high. Vertical motion, smooth and free. Ray-Ban vision, clarity. Elevating perspectives high. Under the
So yeah,
Actually, very good. The
I
last
think it's
scenes.
pretty good.
Yeah.
What we could do right now, if you wanna hack it a little bit, we can obviously just cut out like the first part of scene one. We can just move everything up and then generate a new asset for scene one. But obviously, we can play around in this video editing tool.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you see how quickly we can go to a 60-second video where this product is kept consistent, and we didn't check a single prompt,
No.
right?
And
It's fair enough.
We also fucked up a bit. So yeah.
Yeah.
But it's actually very good. The last scenes.
Yeah, last scenes are cool.
But guys, you get the idea actually. So I hope you guys can play around and make awesome content. I would love to see your content.
100%.
Nice, good stuff, Jens. Good stuff. So I would recommend keeping the demo actually, or the screen sharing live, because while you guys were showing all the beautiful and amazing aspects of the platform, we have received a few questions that I'll happily give you guys the stage to answer as well, and a few of them are also about the platform. But I think that wait, let me do this. Let me paste them here, and then we can put these questions in the screen. So first of all, this one is a quick one. Mac, I already saw that you answered it, but feel free to do it live here.
Our marketing team will do this, right? We will have a lot of tutorials in place. So definitely.
Perfect. And as you can clearly see here, right, at Build Vertical is also our YouTube channel handle. And you can visit all the videos that we ever publish there as well. Make sure to subscribe to us there so that you never miss something. Then we have a few actually interesting questions here as well. Well, hide this. Where is it? Oh, this one. What is the max duration for video while using motion to create it? Is there a maximum?
Yeah, currently there is a maximum, but actually it could be unlimited. So you could create unlimited amount of seconds of video. But currently we have 12 scenes. Per scene, it can be 15 seconds. So you have 180 seconds, which I guess is 3 minutes for now. But we will make that more in the future. It depends on how much you pay, but you can make an hour-long movie with vertical motion if you want.
Nice. Then this one, I guess, pretty important. What's the pricing for this based to use? So maybe show them how they can purchase credits, how they can top it off, and a little bit the packages that we have from them.
Right. So this is the pricing page. Basically, there's 3 packages. So it's a pay-per-use system. You can buy a starter, creator, or a pro package. Or if you are a company, you can also reach out to me and buy larger credits in once. You of course get 15% with Vert AI when we launch Vertical Gateway again, which is going to come very, very soon. I expect it to be done within the end of this month. But technically, with a €50 package, you can generate 84 5-second scenes, right? Or about 7 minutes of AI video using our tool.
Nice. Okay, we have a few more questions. We have 2 more to go, and I think then we can wrap this up. This one is, I think you answered it a little bit right now. So as you said, right, Vertical Gateway is not going live today. It will be going live this month, and you will be able to purchase credits with your VertiEye with discounts in Motion. We showed the gateway previously here on the EMAs. It's nearly ready, but obviously we want to focus on launching Motion first, get all the little small bugs out for the first 500 users, and then when everything is running smoothly, Vertical Gateway is going to come over it, but expect it to be here within the next 1.5 weeks, right?
And maybe good to say, like, I'm sharing the screen. The build is already done, right? We're just trying to keep it focused indeed right now, Mark. But it's ready to be deployed.
So another interesting one for the Motion. I think we actually have two persons asking the same question. Studio export possible for different formats?
Yes, sir. So currently MP4 and .dot movies or ProRes is supported. I think you're asking about the export type, but we also have the possibility to change the dimensions if you mean that with format. But I think it's about the export type. So dimension, we focus on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, on whatever dimension.
YouTube HD.
You can do everything. And if you guys have exports types that you want to be supported, you can leave that into our feedback tool, and we will make sure that will be picked up, and that happens.
So right here I was sharing the screen.
Yeah, go for it. Let's do it like this, maybe.
Export formats and qualities. So you can export, MP, like you mentioned. Over here, you can change the output format. So is it optimal for TikTok, YouTube, or whatever? And then here in the bottom, and it's actually, I really want to emphasize for everyone, if you have any feedback using our product, just leave it here and we will make sure to get to that.
Perfect. So anything you guys want to tell the people that have signed up for the waiting list? Like, when are we going live with this? When can they start cooking some cool videos with this? Like, when are they able to enter?
Yeah, so in the coming 2 hours, we will go live with people that were signed up in our waiting list. We have over 500 signups, so that means we have to choose a bit because we only let 500 people in for now. And then next week we will go to 1,000 or maybe even more because we also want to test the load. So that's why we take this approach of like linear live going. So that's the approach right now. But I expect in March, Motion will be open and public for everyone. So no more limitations on users.
Yeah, but for anyone in this call, right? If you sign up in the next 2 hours or tomorrow, like, you will probably have access within the next week. So the wait list will be rolling and ongoing, but we will have a phasal approach in rolling it out.
Yeah, and you also get 500 credits for free if you buy your first package within the first 7 days of your sign up. So note that as well.
Yeah, and that's a good discount actually.
Mm-hmm.
It is actually a good discount.
All
right.
In testing this out, I have bought a €50 package twice, and I have, well, Mark, you've seen it. I have generated probably 20 or 30 videos of different lengths, and I have not run through my credits. So actually, you will feel if you use standard mode, like Pro mode, will eat your credits pretty quick. It's due to the high cost of the models that are Pro. But in standard mode, and the fact that the director agent and stuff is free at the moment, I had difficulties getting through 100 euros within the month, and having a tool like this, at your hands for $100 is pretty insane.
Yeah, I mean, the value proposition is obviously pretty crazy. Product videos, character consistency. I mean, for just a few 10 euros or 100 euros, you're able to generate a shit ton of videos. It's
I think awesome. For the previous video, right? So if we think about it, for the previous video, if people really want to understand, generating one clip cost about $1, $1.30 maybe, for the 15-second clips, or in general, we
total.
total cost for the video was $8,
Yeah.
right? So think about Raven generating a video or creating a production-ready movie or product video for $8. I don't think that's even possible. Yeah, maybe
Well,
if they
now
ask
it
me.
is with motion.
But it is now with motion.
Yeah,
So
insane.
I think it's cool.
Insane. All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in here today and giving all our audiences an in-depth review of what is coming to them. Guys, you heard it here first. Motion is launching within the next 2 hours. Be ready, grab your seats. Make sure to stay tuned of our socials because you will be the first one to try this out. Next week, we're going to be continuing with major updates. We have obviously the new branding website coming. We have new documents coming. We even hired another developer to our team, but we'll leave it for as is. But make sure to tune into our EMA next week because the vertical team is not slowing down. We are accelerating. Motion is coming. The vertical ecosystem is expanding, and the value proposition of VertiEye will be better and better over time. Guys, thank you for tuning in. I wish everyone a great evening, a great day, wherever you are in the world. But this is Mac, Frizo, and Mark tuning out. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for watching.